Basketball fans are used to dramatic moments in the NBA, but sometimes the most viral highlights are not spectacular dunks or clutch shots. Instead, they come from emotional reactions during the heat of competition. That was exactly the case when Luka Doncic went viral for making a money gesture toward referees during a game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the New York Knicks. The incident occurred during a tense sequence that quickly spread across social media. Fans immediately began debating whether the referees missed a clear offensive foul, while others criticized Doncic for yet another visible complaint about officiating. The moment happened during a fast-paced play in which Doncic lost control of the ball, resulting in a turnover. The mistake gave the Knicks an immediate advantage, creating a 3-on-1 fast break heading toward the Lakers' basket. With few defenders back, Doncic was the only player in position to stop the easy score. As the Knicks pushed the ball forward, Doncic attempted to sacrifice his body and draw a charge from the attacking player. In basketball, taking a charge requires a defender to establish position before the offensive player makes contact. If successful, the offensive player is called for an offensive foul and possession changes. However, when the contact occurred, the referees did not blow the whistle. Instead of calling an offensive foul or defensive block, they allowed the play to continue. The Knicks quickly passed the ball to a teammate under the basket, who finished the play with an uncontested layup. For Doncic, who had just hit the floor after the collision, the decision was frustrating. As he stood up from the play, Doncic looked toward the nearest official and rubbed his fingers together, the well-known money gesture. The motion is widely interpreted as a sarcastic suggestion that referees are being paid or influenced, implying unfair officiating. The cameras captured the moment clearly, and within minutes, the clip began circulating across social media platforms. Fans quickly turned it into memes and reactions, turning what might have been a brief in-game complaint into a viral basketball moment. But the gesture also carries serious implications. In professional sports, accusing officials of bias or corruption, even symbolically, can lead to disciplinary action. Doncic is widely recognized as one of the most talented players in the NBA, but he also has a reputation for frequently arguing with referees. Throughout his career, he has shown intense passion and competitiveness, which sometimes leads to visible frustration during games. During the current season, the superstar guard has already accumulated a high number of technical fouls, putting him dangerously close to an automatic one-game suspension threshold. Because of that history, the money gesture could potentially result in a fine from the NBA. The league has previously penalized players for similar actions. In fact, Doncic himself has been fined before for making a comparable gesture toward referees during a previous game. These kinds of gestures are considered inappropriate because they question the integrity of officials and the fairness of the game. While the gesture itself sparked controversy, the play that caused it is also worth analyzing. Charge/block calls are among the most difficult decisions for referees. They often occur in split seconds and involve multiple factors, whether the defender's feet were set, whether he was in a legal guarding position, and whether the offensive player initiated the contact. Some fans reviewing the replay believe Doncic had established position early enough to draw the charge. Others argue that the offensive player was already in motion toward the basket and that the contact was incidental. Because the referees did not call either a charge or a block, the play essentially became a no call. In high-speed transitions, officials sometimes allow minor contact if they believe it does not significantly affect the outcome of the play. Still, the lack of a whistle clearly frustrated Doncic in the moment. Despite the heated moment and the viral reaction afterward, the game ultimately ended in a comfortable victory for the Lakers. The team defeated the Knicks 110-97, showing strong overall performance even without some key contributors. Doncic himself delivered a standout performance, scoring heavily and leading the offense throughout the game. His ability to control the tempo, create shots, and facilitate for teammates helped the Lakers maintain a consistent lead. In many ways, the controversial gesture became just a small footnote in what was otherwise a solid win for Los Angeles. Moments like this highlight one of the defining traits of Luka Doncic, his emotional intensity. Great athletes often play with visible passion, and Doncic is no exception. Whether celebrating a big shot, arguing a call, or engaging with fans, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. That intensity can sometimes create friction with referees, but it also fuels the creativity and confidence that make him one of the league's most electrifying players. Many fans actually appreciate this raw competitiveness. They see it as part of the entertainment value that makes the NBA exciting. Once the clip went viral, reactions flooded in from basketball fans around the world. Some viewers laughed at the gesture and called it a hilarious reaction to a missed call. Others criticized it as unnecessary and disrespectful toward officials. Memes, slow-motion replays, and commentary videos quickly appeared across platforms like X, Reddit, and YouTube. In the modern sports media landscape, even small gestures during games can become global talking points. This particular moment was perfectly suited for internet culture. It was brief, dramatic, and easy to interpret visually. The NBA often reviews incidents like this after games. If the league determines that the gesture violated conduct rules, Doncic could receive a fine. However, penalties for such gestures typically do not affect game results or player statistics. Instead, they serve as a reminder that players must maintain professionalism toward officials. For Doncic, the best response will likely be focusing on basketball and avoiding additional technical fouls as the season continues. The money gesture moment between Luka Doncic and the referees perfectly illustrates how a single play can spark massive conversation in today's sports world. What started as a disputed charge call quickly turned into a viral highlight seen by millions of fans. While the Lakers ultimately walked away with the win, the incident showed the emotional intensity that defines both the NBA and its biggest stars. Love him or criticize him, Luka Doncic continues to be one of the most entertaining figures in basketball. Not just for his incredible skills, but also for the passionate reactions that make every game unpredictable.